Hey everyone, so the wheels from Braid for the GTiR have finally arrived. So in this video we're going to be taking a look at them and getting them on the car. So this is the kit. Got our R888R tyres, which are 225 45 16 on some ASEV BMW fitment wheels. I bought these new but at a used price, which is cool. And these are our Braid wheels here. And the spec of them is forged wheels, BVD. I'm going to weigh them as well, see how much they weigh. And they are 16 by 7.5, ET26 on the front. I've got ET21 for the rear. Obviously, Pulsar GTiR fitment, 59.1 PCD, 4x100, PCD. And they're white shiny, and yeah, for the Nissan. So don't know what these look like. I asked the guys while they were making them to send me pictures, and they didn't. I just got a shipping note, so have no idea how these have turned out. But Braid will make custom wheels for you to any design, which is pretty cool. So you basically tell them what you want, you tell them what style you want, what face you want, everything. It's entirely up to you. You can have like a dick as your center for your wheel if you wanted to, and they would work out how to make it. They cost me around €3,500 for 4. And the style I went for is very similar to the Compomotive TH style or the Oz style, which is kind of like a classic touring car, sort of rally car wheel. The reason why I didn't go for the Compomotives was purely because the offsets weren't correct for the car. It wasn't the offset that I wanted, and I don't really want to use spacers, and they're too heavy. So in 16-inch they were like 8.5 kilos or something like that, the Compomotives, and I want light. So I spoke to Braid and said, how much would these weigh forged? And they said sub 7 kilos. So let us see if that's what they've done. I said, do anything you can to make them lighter, and a few of the little touches as well that I asked for to kind of make them unique to me. So let's get them out of the box and let's take a look. So there we go. This is one of the 26s. This is the front. And we've got two 19s offsets for the rear. And what I asked them to do was I asked them, like Volk do, I asked them, rather than put their blue Braid sticker on the rim, I asked them to machine it after it was powder coated. And that is what they've done, and it looks really smart. I am really happy with these. They are pretty light, and yeah, you can see here where they've been totally machined, forged. Very amazing. So let us have a quick look, see what it looks like on the rear and on the front of the car before I go and get the tyres and stuff fitted. This is the moment of truth, although we won't fully know until we get the tyres on, of course. But yeah, let's have a look. Okay, there you go, first impressions. So ET26 on the front. And these weigh 7.05 kg, so they're a little heavier than they said, but they clear the big brakes, which is awesome. And you can see the sort of fitment that we've got going on there. And then the rears are ET19s, and you can see the sort of fitment we've got. The rears just swallow wheels, it's amazing. So I may still want to fit spacers, but plenty of clearance there and clearance here. Don't know why I'm pointing the camera. From the caliper, from the damper, sorry, I'm too excited. So yeah, that is how they look. So now it's a case of me boxing them up, taking them to Hobby Dac to get the wheels, tyres fitted and all that malarkey. SpongeBob back in a sec. We can hopefully get them on the car and hopefully, my favourite word, bask in the glory of some custom forged wheels.
Day 2.
Okay, we're back. I went to pick the wheels up today and I've given them a, whoops, stepping on stuff, given them a clean so we can get them on the car. And here they are. These are the front ones, the 26s and the 19s for the rear. Just before I put them on, though, I thought I'd mention, because a few people have asked me already through me posting pictures on social media, what model wheels are these and how did I kind of come on the offset. So the closest wheel model that Braid do is the Win Race N, I think it is. But because Braid make custom wheels, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I basically said to them, I want wheels like the Compomotive, like the Oz. So they've made me a wheel specifically, and I've said, like, I want it to be as light as possible. This is the car it's going on, and I sent them some kind of photoshops that I'd done of how I thought the wheels would look. So they are a bespoke wheel basically. So I'm not sure if you can actually buy this same design. Maybe you could. So yeah, that is the model. And how did I come on the offset? Well, what I did was, I'll show you. I basically put a plumb line on the fender here. So it's a piece of string with a weight on it going down, and I measured the distance from the string to the rim and the string to the tyre. And then I worked out that with the width of these tyres and the kind of space that I've got to clear suspension and stuff like that on the car, and looking at the Evo, which is 6mm from tyre to fender, I decided that I wanted 5mm from tyre to fender all the way around. So it's just a case of doing some maths. It's like I knew the offset of the wheels that are on the car now, they're ET35s. So once I knew the distance, it was just a case of saying, okay, we've got 20mm from the plumb bob to the rim. So if we want to come out by, 15 or whatever, just take 15 off the offset. Getting confused myself here now. So just as an example, that would mean that you'd go down from a 35 to a 20. And that's all I did basically. So I don't know how good they're going to look, but I measured and measured and measured and measured. And yeah, we'll see in a second. So let's get them on the car. Right, that's all 4 wheels done now, and the car's dropped down, and the Monteghi wheel nuts are tightened to 110 Newton meters, which is the sweet spot according to their literature. And I've checked the tyre pressures, which needed to be done because they were at 37 all around, and I want to run 32 cold, and when I get up to temperature, then I'll adjust it down to be 32 hot, which is my kind of sweet spot for tyre pressures. Anyway, yeah, you've probably seen from the drop down when I fitted these wheels, they're aggressive, but yeah, rather than look at my face and my reaction, let's have a look, shall we, at how they turned out. So there you go. I am happy with them, but they are, I'm not really a stance person really, but these are properly aggressive. So if you have a look, this comes across okay. You can see they are 5mm. I've measured from the fender, which is what I wanted, and I can always fit a narrower tyre, which should kind of help that, but trying to get some good angles for you here to see how much it's sticking out. And you can see at the rear there, the rear's the most aggressive actually. You can see that Yeah, it's really weird, but if you look at the Evo, so the Evo 6mm from fender to tyre, and the Evo does not look as aggressive. Bearing in mind my Evo is running like -1,000,000 camber up front, which I need to sort out. But the reason why I think the Nissan looks so fucking chunky is because it's got 225 tyres on a 7.5-inch rim, which is fine, but it's the limit really for a 7.5-inch rim. So maybe I need to go for narrower tyres just to make them look slightly less fat. But yeah, there we go. So that is custom wheels, designed, ordered, successfully fitted onto the Pulsar. So it's on to the next job, which is going to be bonnet and boot lid for me, which is, you can probably see behind me there, and we've got the boot lid over there to go on. In fact, no, wait a minute, that's a spare boot lid over there. The boot lid that's on the car, no, this is the spare. Got 2 carbon boot lids. One of them's for sale. If anyone wants a carbon boot lid for a Pulsar GTiR, do let me know. Anyway, yeah, sorry for going on. That is it for this video, and thank you for watching. Any question, just give me a shout. But yeah, that is it.